Dark Horse Gang, welcome back to my channel, my returning subbies. And if you're new, it's your favorite Southern Psychic, Lele in the building. And today we got another readings. Go ahead and get your drinkity drink, go get your snackety snack, and let's get it poppin'. So today's topic of discussion, boo, some folks are calling you the bad guy. And all I have to say about that is good, okay? There's this energy coming through. For a while, it's like you were fearing confrontation, or you were fearing like stepping on toes with people, because it was kind of like a survival tactic is what I'm hearing, where you would kind of put this facade or this mask on around people, and it was so, everyone could get along and keep the peace, right? But for a while, it's like it got to this point where like you couldn't keep up the facade. You couldn't keep playing a lie or playing a role in people's lives. Okay, so now that you're finally coming into this energy of acceptance with yourself and acceptance of the situation, there are some people who are taking the truth as a slight, right? And sometimes the truth burns, okay? And so now it's like you're kind of changing the way that you're coming off to people is what's coming through. Because in the dice roll, we had the 11th house in Gemini, okay? So the 11th house is the house of community and friendships, is the house of Aquarius. And with Gemini being there, there's this shifting on how people are perceiving you. I'm hearing no more Mr. Nice Guy, okay? So you are done playing nice. You're done just being nice for the sake of keeping the peace in situations. Because we have the Page of Swords clarified with the Five of Swords. Now, I will say this with the Page energy and the Five of Swords, this is giving kind of petty energy. This is giving people who think that they're know-it-alls in situations, and for a while you kept quiet and just let people think what they want to think, but something came to a head in a situation where you could not keep up the facade of playing nice with people. I'm hearing niceties. It's like this social conduct. It's like a quiet social conduct that you're starting to break. Okay, I say that because we have the Hierophant clarified with Death and the Eight of Cups. Now this energy, like you're breaking away from certain contracts and commitments. It could be walking away from a job or walking away from a friend group or something like that is what's coming through here. But like you're ready for change. You're ready to stop settling for less. You're ready for truth and honesty, okay? Now, I will say this, boo. This is crazy. You are trumping this energy, okay? I'm saying that because we had that Page of Swords. That's somebody else's petty energy, know-it-all, but they really don't know what they're talking about. We have the King of Swords. This is you. This is somebody who knows what the F they're talking about. They know like a lot of information. They're very knowledgeable. They have experience, right? And I say that you're trumping it because we have the Six of Pentacles in the reversal and the Five of Wands, right? And so I'm hearing this message come through that some people will try to stand on their case even though they know that their information is faulty, right? Even though they know that they're in the wrong, it's like they're going to keep fighting for a ghost. They're fighting for a lost cause. And what you're fighting for is truth. You're fighting for, I'm hearing balance. Like there's just this energy of things that were out of balance with that Six of Pentacles in the reversal. Okay. And so like you're here to bring the truth, and this truth is bringing clarity to a lot of people and balance into your life and other people's lives. Okay. And so what we also had coming through, because we did in the pre-pull card have the energies of evil eye energy, right? It just gives like this energy of bravado with this masculine energy coming through as well. Like there's this turning of events where you're stepping into this leadership role as a positive masculine energy, okay? Because there's this energy of pettiness, and it definitely feels like that bravado energy that I was talking about, a front. So we have the energies coming through. We have trickster spirit. So this is individuals who have a trickster spirit, which means that looks are not as they appear. Like I said, it's giving bravado, okay? It's giving chameleon, right? It's like you're fronting out the fakes. You're fronting out the ops, right? It's like if you're not for the team, you're against us, okay? And you're a liability, right? And so we also have coming through, you will witness their karma. So we did did have this energy coming through with the pre-pulled cards, evil eye, return to sender, jealous and salty, right? It's like being salty and rude for the sake of being salty and rude. And I'm hearing this message come through that, like, I'm also hearing in regards to like manifestation and stuff. They talk about, you know, you have to keep your vibration high and positivity. But the truth is it's the energy that you have. It's like Spirit's been calling you lately. Like, you might have been trying to stay positive in the situation and trying to, you know what I'm saying, maybe do affirmations and stuff like that. But you might notice that, like, doing those things that you used to lean upon just don't seem like they're working right now. And it's because Spirit's saying that it's time for you to use what you got. If you've got rage towards injustice, if you have energies of like depression, anxiety, whatever it is, Spirit's saying use that to your advantage because it is energy, okay? So especially, like I said, if it's like somebody thought that they had one over you in a situation, definitely hearing it some sort of debate kind of energy. But Spirit's saying that it's an illusion, okay? And especially if you feel like you're going back to kind of lick your wounds in the situation, after you do that, use the energy that you got, even if it's not freaking positivity, right? Sometimes, like, the most honest thing that you can be is negative. Like, literally is what I'm hearing. Like, admit these emotions to yourself and be like, you know what? I might be feeling angry, but let me go ahead and use that anger to get things done, okay? So I'm also hearing, like, use the negativity as an offering, okay? As an offering to the universe for change. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so we also have, yeah, you will witness their karma. This evil eye energy, it's being returned to sender now because now you're living in truth and honesty is what I'm hearing here. And it's like whenever you finally like let the facts be known in situations, it's like I said, people's true colors are starting to be revealed now. And now you know where you stand with people, okay? We also have their social media posts and memes are directed towards you. So yes, you're not crazy, especially if you've noticed that, okay? You're literally clocking people this season is what I'm hearing. And we have, they will play victim once they know they're losing, okay? So once they know that they're losing in this situation, they're going to play victim and try to turn it on you. But regardless, it's like you're not here to play nice. You're not here to cater to people is what I'm hearing, okay? Let them be wrong and let them think what they want to think is what I just heard, okay? So we also have coming through Lilith's freedom, okay? Lilith's freedom coming through. This is definitely this energy of you standing apart, you standing alone, but like regardless standing in truth and power. We also have the octopus fairy coming through, and this is one of my favorite cards in this deck because I love the symbology of the octopus and what this represents. It represents somebody who can transform, okay? Transforming in the sense of being like malleable in a situation, right? Adapting to the situation. And so this has been calling for you to step up and lead and continue to be in your power regardless of the pushback from other people. And then we also have Medusa's mysteries, which to me, I was seeing the octopus and Medusa kind of as similar because they're both identities that kind of have this thing about them with like these little tentacles. You know what I'm saying? Like there's Medusa's hair with the snakes. I'm hearing protection. Okay, so there's this message coming through of like you embodying this new archetype, right? Of this rawness, this power, this fierceness is what I'm hearing. Spirit's saying that your voice matters and your truth matters. Your emotions and what you've been through are valid, and to not let people gaslight you. I just feels like an energy of gaslighting from other people who try to make you feel crazy in a situation or make you feel like you're crazy because you have a certain perspective or you see the truth. Okay, there's this message coming through of Spirit saying, don't back down. Do not back down. Stand on this hill. Okay, this is a season where you're going to be dying on this hill, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to sit there and let nobody, manipulate you. That's what I'm hearing. Like, manipulate your perspective is also what I'm hearing. So like I said with the 11th house in Gemini, like the way that people are perceiving you is starting to shift. Where before you were more quiet, it's giving kind of like energies of like doormat or just tolerating BS, you know what I'm saying? Hoping that like something's going to pay out in a situation. And then you're realizing like there is no payout. And sometimes it can be scary to live in truth. It can be scary to be honest in situations. Same-ish, different day. What did I just say? Talking about payouts, right? It was not an equal reciprocity. It was not a good payout. Back to that 6 of Pentacles in the reversal and the 5 of Wands, right? This is giving like you're literally hurting egos, okay? Because you're calling out, it's like the efferys is what I'm hearing here. It's like you've been in this cycle and it's been like a hamster wheel of BS. It definitely feels like it either could be in family or like at the workplace situation. But regardless of that 8 of Cups, I will say, whatever you're walking away from things that have emotionally and mentally depleted you. Spirit's saying that you do not have to audition for spaces that you belong in. You're done playing an act. You're done playing a role in other people's story. Like, this is your era of being the villain, okay? This is your villain era, period. Ain't it coming through? Wasting time. What did I say? Drama starter. Whatever situation you've walked away from, you are valid in walking away, is what I heard. It's literally a waste of your time. It's just the same-ish, different day. It's like people who do not want to grow, and like Spirit saying, like, you're being called to transform and to grow is what I'm hearing here. We have grudge holder coming through. Like I said, people are saying, oh, you're the bad guy. The truth shall set everybody free. That's what I just heard. It's setting people free. It's finally setting you free. Yeah, ego coming through. This is the truth of the matter. Like I said, it's a fight of egos. That's all this is. It's like you're the logical one in the situation, and whenever you try to prove the facts and show them the facts of logic, it's like they get offended by the facts. That's what I just heard. It's not your problem if people get offended by the facts, boo. We have divination abuser. We did have evil eye. Okay, so this is somebody who is spiritually connected, but they're using their spirituality in a bad way, is what I just heard. Like somebody who's manipulative. So this person had everybody fooled, is what I'm hearing. And maybe they kind of had you fooled at first. And then like that's what it is. They don't like the fact that you're sniffing out the BS. Okay, they don't like the fact that you see through them. That's why you make them uncomfortable, okay? Because you came here with the gift of sight and clarity. Like, you know people on a soul level. You look into people's eyes and you can just tell the mask that they wear, okay? And so this is why, like, these individuals don't like you in the situation, is because they wanted the shit show to keep going. That's what I'm hearing. And whenever you came into the mix, it's like you're the one who causes a ripple effect of change wherever you go, okay? And so this message is coming through, like, you're causing an alarm set off in them. Like they realize, like, it's like I'm seeing somebody who's holding on to dear life to this like faulty foundation, and it's like you're over here being a rude awakening to people's egos. Fake flexing. What was I saying about bravado, bro? Okay, it says acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, right? Doing the most, right? They be trying to do the most to get attention or get the validations and get people on their side. But it's like, it's all glitz and glamour. It's like everything is not as it appears, is what I'm hearing. It's like all that's glitter ain't gold with this individual. Okay, just because it's shine don't mean it's gold. I'm hearing that these individuals, like, they felt the shift in you, where before you were a lot more open and maybe like oversharing things about yourself. And then like you caught glimpse of this individual in a situation, whether they were either, let's say, gossiping about other people to you, or like it just feels like you noticed something about them that just didn't sit right with you, right? And then you were like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and like play my cards right. I'm not gonna keep on revealing too much about my personal life, you know what I'm saying? Because this person likes to take private information and run with it. That's what I just heard. Okay, this is somebody who can't keep a secret. You know what I'm saying? This is not a girl's girl, a guy's guy. We have bankrupt coming through, and we have the shine card. Your light irritates their demons. And sometimes, especially whenever you're a chosen, whenever you got the quote-unquote shining, you know what I'm saying? Like, you came here to disrupt. Ooh, what is this? Hold up. Okay, we just had some cards fly off right here. Okay, so these want to be shown right now. All right, they're mad because you pay them no mind. Okay, you got somebody really, really like upset right now is what I'm hearing. They're upset about the fact that you're no longer feeding into their charade. Okay, some people wanted you to continue the act. Okay, and like maybe other people are playing around. You know what I'm saying? Like playing the act and playing their part in their little narrative, but you see through it. And so, like, they're upset right now because you're no longer giving them attention. You're no longer giving them the satisfaction, okay? And we have hating on your body image and exercise routine, okay? So this is an all-around hater is what's coming through here. What else? That's a lot of cards that came through. What the heck? Beware of anyone from your past wanting to enter back into your life. So this could be a past person, okay, for some of y'all. We have toxic. Be careful not to overindulge in alcoholic beverages, etc. Okay, so with that, that's giving their energy. It's giving very toxic, low vibrational. Okay, own worst enemy coming through. This person is their own worst enemy. And we have spirit team in the reversal. Okay, it says ancestors, angels, spirit guides, gods, goddesses got your back. With this card being in the reversal, this is giving me their narrative, okay, with this divination abuser, okay? Like I said, they were fiddling with something that they ain't got no business fiddling with. Like, they don't know what they're doing, okay? This is somebody who's boastful spiritually is also what I just heard, okay? Bottom of the deck over here that we have too busy winning. So this is your message. This is your energy. You're too busy winning. You got better and brighter days ahead of you, okay? Period. We have ego twice in this reading. Ego, vanity, and pride. So you literally have individuals like living in ego and like they thought that they could get one up on you and then you like shut them down with the facts. Back to that King of Swords energy. They're a Page of Swords. You're a King of Swords. You have the clarity. You have the truth. You have the facts. You got the receipts. You got the credentials, right? That's what it's given. And these individuals in your life that you're walking away from, it's like you're shutting it down, boo. Okay, they could not handle the heat. You came in with pressure, okay? Ooh. Stability, harmony, and flow. I love this so much. This is another message I'm hearing. You've done a lot of shadow work and you've been healing your ego is what I'm hearing. It's like through the trials and tribulations that you've gone through, it's just made you stronger, more equipped, more quick-witted, right? More articulate, okay? And so as I'm hearing the quiet one, you are the quiet one in a situation, but it's the quiet ones you got to watch out for, okay? Because whenever you do speak, your voice has a huge impact on the people that you're around. Because people know that whenever you speak up, that means that you have something to say, something important. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. And so now it's like, this is the time where you speak. This is the time where you step up and you honor the truth and you reveal the truth. Okay, and so this situation, Spirit is saying that like, you are a lot more capable is what I'm hearing. It's like you were tested in the situation and you realized that you're a lot more stable in yourself, okay? Somebody tried to come in and disrupt your stability is what I'm hearing. And it didn't work. Like you've come too far to let no peon come up in your energy and tell you who you are or tell you some false information and try to run with it, right? And make you feel crazy for living in truth and speaking truth. It's definitely gaslighting energy is what I'm hearing. Comfort zone, south node, and clinging, okay? So this is showing me that like you feel like you were thrown into the sharks in this sense of the situation, right? It was outside of your comfort zone, but you're learning how to adapt and to step out of that comfort zone is what I'm hearing with that south node energy. Also, the south node represents the past is what I'm hearing. And like I said, we have the energy of people who are from the past or represent past energies and past cycles. You pass this karmic test and your inner stability is what I just heard. Where before maybe you would want to go hide. Maybe you wouldn't want to like confront the thing that scares you. So affirm this down below. I'm a baddie standing on business. Yes, we have higher self-activation coming through. So this is showing me that you being thrown into the fire in this way and like showing up as the fire, it's like you met the fire with the true fire, the true flame of truth. It's like your higher self is coming in to speak. You are activated now. And I'm hearing that the end is only the beginning. And for many of you who are currently walking away from a situation or a job or something like that, Spirit's saying that the end is only the beginning, okay? So this is the beginning of the best life ever. Yes, I love this. We have trust coming through, trust and divine timing, and receive and open. And so Spirit's saying that when one door closes, another door opens. And that's exactly what's happening in the situation, okay? And so this season, Spirit is saying to trust this plan. Trust in the chaos. I know it's been crazy, but you were sculpted out of this chaos. You are made of fire and truth, baby. And this season, Spirit's saying stay open because something amazing is about to happen for you. Everything is working out in your favor. So affirm this down below. Everything is working out in my favor. Yeah, exactly. We have Mercury, messenger, travel, and communication coming through. So again, Mercury talking about our communications. Okay, your communication style has shifted. Okay, we have potential and possibilities. This is so beautiful. It says future highest self. We have highest self coming through twice. It's like you never know how powerful you are until you're tested in a situation like this. So you're literally shocking people left and right. Your greatness has been beckoning you, and as you do this, it's going to require you to get out of that comfort zone. You're no longer people pleasing. You're no longer tap dancing for nobody. We also have liberation coming through, and it says, just let me be. Free spirit, wild, and authentic. They cannot handle this authentic you. And most people, they throw around the word authenticity a lot. And the truth is that authenticity just means to be honest with yourself. And sometimes that honesty ain't positive. Sometimes that honesty is anger, is upset. Like I said earlier, using whatever you have, whatever you've got as an offering. And of course we have this card. I feel like this card shows in a lot of our readings. We have the protectress, okay? Your energy is valuable, protect it well. Strength, boundaries, and amulet. Exactly. You're putting people in their place. You're literally the clapback this season. So you're clocking these folks left and right. They could not stand it. Oh my God, bro. We have the truth card at the bottom of the freaking deck. Honor, Empress, and integrity. This is a season of high integrity, high morals, high class, period. And it says that which is true will always be enough. Like I said earlier, you do not have to audition for spaces that you belong in. Keep being bold in this way. Keep being honest. We have trust coming through twice in this reading, so double whammy with the trust energy. Spirit wants you to trust your truth, trust your honesty, trust that you have the right things to say. We have fire coming through. What was I talking about with fire? Looking back at this trust card, she's having like this energy of the milk being poured onto her. But I'm seeing it in this card differently right now. I'm seeing it as like the universe, God's her spirit has been giving you these divine downloads of truth. And this truth cannot be contained. You are a divine seer, okay? And as a seer, you're somebody who is here to release the truth to the people. So this is an activation that's happened with you, this righteous anger that you feel. You are the one who stands up for the underdog. Oh my God, with awaken at the bottom of the deck, shut up. You're elevating. You're going to a new level via your throat chakra. I'm hearing that these people did not know what hit them. And I'm also hearing something about cognitive dissonance, especially when people have been living a lie for so long and you come in with the facts, they don't know what to do with that information. You're literally forcing people to sit in that truth and uncomfortability. All right, boo, let's go ahead and get you some final advice. That was fast. Okay, we have focus. Focus on what really matters. So the focus card says energy flows where your attention goes. Organize and prioritize what is important to you, and it will energize these parts of your life. And so Spirit's calling you to focus on what you want to build, right? And not focus on their little narrative, okay? So you're breaking out of narratives, you're breaking contracts this season, okay? And so it's very important as you're shedding that old skin and shedding that old identity to focus on what you want to build upon, okay? So let's see some more Spirit. Ooh, hey. We have choice. Okay, we do have choices at the bottom of this deck. I forgot to make mention. So you're here set with a choice is what I'm hearing. Spirit saying honor your truth to make the choice. Okay, and it says choose your own adventure. You always have choices when deciding how to respond to a situation. Choose well. Use your courage and wisdom to serve the greatest good. Okay, so Spirit's calling you to be courageous. Continue to step into that fire of truth. Okay, period. Okay, choose by your truth. Choose with your truth. Anything else? And we have patterns. Yeah, you're breaking out of patterns. Be your own witness. Notice situations that are repeating themselves. Like I said earlier, this is a cycle that has repeated itself and you're closing it finally. Okay, you standing in truth is you finally taking back your sovereignty, taking back your power, okay? So this is very powerful. Bottom of the deck, we have perspective, okay? Consider the big picture. Step back and try to get a different view of the situation, seeing things from a soul level, higher self, right? Everything's happening for a purpose, for a reason, is what I'm hearing. And there is a blessing in the chaos, okay? And you're going to realize, looking back at this, dang, that really formed me. That really changed me. That was a very much pivotal moment in my life. This is a very much pivotal moment in your life is what I'm hearing. So Spirit is saying to honor this process. Honor yourself. Honor your truth, okay? Regardless of other people, don't honor it. And we have stories. Question the narrative. What was I just saying? With higher ground. Rise above the noise. Period. What was I saying earlier? You're going to be on this hill. You ain't getting off this hill. This is it. Okay, you're going to higher ground. It's you're standing in your integrity in the situation. Bravo. Good job, boo. Okay, because it could have been easy for you to just stay quiet, you know what I'm saying, just let things slide, but you're not doing that, boo, because if we let things slide, it's they're going to keep on disrespected, you know what I'm saying? So the stories card says, question the narrative. Consider the stories that you believe about life, about yourself, or about others. Replace these stories with eternal truths, okay? Back to the energy of truth that we were talking about, okay? And so you're changing up the script, you're changing the trajectory, and you're changing the narrative, okay? So this is powerful. Continue to be a voice for the voiceless, okay? Because when you stand in truth, you carry the torch of truth for others who could not speak up for themselves. All right, boo, so that's the read I have for you, darling. And if it resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, you have a blessed and wonderful day. Ta-ta.